Okay, this is not a official Reason Files video. I'm at a little context of this video. Sorry about yesterday's video, for the lack of context. I'm going to try to wrap everything up in one video, so here we go. We're going to listen to a few clips here from the Rod of Iron podcast with Bruce Mejia, and I believe the other gentleman's name is Sanchez. And they are in Cincinnati talking about the conference that the Reason Files successfully shut down. Let's take a listen.
Funny. Yeah, I think I got bored of it. And then we're going to talk about our conference getting shut down. Someone actually tried to shut down our conference. Someone's still trying to shut down our conference.
They got nothing better to do.
They got nothing better to do, but we had the last laugh.
Also, like to remind the viewers that this was recorded at the Summit Hotel in Cincinnati. And also, they were successfully ejected from that venue. Well, let's continue to listen.
The Holiday Inn, that's where we're at, right? And so we're like, I told the lady, hey, we want to come back next year. Make sure you reserve it for us. She was gung-ho about it. It was great. And, you know, he basically looked for that video. He found the address, and he called them. And he basically said, hey, you know, these people are blah, 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 hate preachers. And he had a bunch of other people call and threatening them. And she literally left a voicemail saying, we're fearful for the safety of our employees because they're getting threats and all these things, so we can't. You know, they're saying all these things about like they're scared, and that's why they can't have us. Not to do anything to you. First and foremost, if they really hated us that much, and if they're really that tough, they would threaten us, not them, right? Or why just threaten? Why don't you just come down to the venue and meet us there? If you hate us, show your face if that's what you think. But you know, they're a bunch of fearful people, and so they fight behind a screen, they fight behind an email, they fight behind their keyboard warriors, they fight behind a phone call, and that's all they got. Yeah. So anyways, you know, we basically, didn't use that venue, and we came up with a plan. And the plan was to send these bunch of reprobates on a wild goose chase. So this guy who's been trying to shut us down for the last couple of days, he's literally been posting videos about, yeah, we shut them down at the Marriott, and we shut their venue down in this spot and whatnot. They're saying like that they got us on all these different venues. We're not even there. It's called a decoy, right?
That's right.
It's called a decoy, folks. We used a bunch of decoys. And, you know, he's literally posting, and everyone's like, praise God, he's shutting them down, God's using you, and all these things, like, the new IFB is not going to be able to do this, and we're just chilling over here, we're drinking some coffee.
Right now.
Interesting that he uses the term decoy, and they were using the Marriott as a decoy. They did put up a deposit with the Marriott for that venue. And thus, if they did not use that venue, or if they canceled it, their deposit is non-refundable. Furthermore, I do not believe they were using that as a decoy. They were booted from there. Nevertheless, they was also booted from the summit 24 hours after this podcast. Also, that is the very location that Bruce Mejia exchanged words with the Reason Files agent. Unfortunately, Bruce counted his chickens and also underestimated the resolve of the agents. Now we're going to listen to David Berzins give his account of what happened in the hallway. And let's remember, this is a man that knows people and he knows facts. And the fact that he wasn't in the hallway, how could he possibly know what happened out there? But let's take a listen anyways. Take it away, David.
And when Pastor Mejia noticed there was someone trying to come in with the side doors, he went out there because he thought it was someone trying to just come in, coming in a little bit late. And, the side entrances are locked because you want everybody coming in through the rear. I mean, it makes sense, right? We have our main entrance coming into the rear here, so we have people come, logistically it just makes a lot of sense. So the side doors are locked. He thought they were trying to find a place and open up the door, so we went out there. And it was just, he said something, when they watch these videos, they say, oh, they exchanged words. You know what the words were exchanged? He went out there to see, oh, you guys here for the conference? And they were like, no, and they ran, and then literally ran. He said these guys are like middle-aged people. I couldn't make, because I asked him, like, how old were they? I'm thinking, I'm trying to think, like, there's no way that there's people actually, the trolls are actually coming to the event. But then we realized, no, that actually was them. And Brother Mejia said, they're like in their 40s or something. I mean, he didn't know exactly how old they were. He was just looking at me, they're like middle-aged.
Good job, David Berzins, and thanks a lot. Now we're going to listen to the hotel phone call, and I'm going to extend the clip a little bit here, and we'll be able to listen to what exactly happened.
This is the Summit Hotel?
Okay, do you have security there at your hotel?
We have like managers on duty and people on site, yes?
People on site. I've been told there was an incident there at your hotel last Thursday. Are you aware of that?
What? I'm sorry?
There was a incident at your hotel last Thursday on the fourth floor of the hotel.
Okay.
Do you guys have security footage?
Let me go ahead and see who's available that would have information for you. Give me just one moment, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with what you're saying about anything being on the internet. So you're saying that there was a fight at our hotel that's on the internet?
No, there's not a fight. Allegedly, there was some kind of confrontation, but I don't think it involved any violence. I think it was probably just like words, maybe, and it happened on the fourth.
No, again, as far as I'm aware, there isn't anything that happened like that here at all.
Okay, after me torturing the people at the hotel and a phone call from my attorney, we did get to hear from a security officer. Let's listen.
Sir, I've pulled and reviewed the security footage, and there had been no running. There had been 3 people in the hallway.
Okay.
And they were...
Okay, this is Todd, and I'm with one of the agents that encountered Bruce Mejia at the hotel in Cincinnati. We're going to take a listen here. You want to go ahead, sir?
Bruce Mejia had approached me asking me what was I doing around the conference, or was I trying to get in, and I replied, no, I'm not trying to get in. I continued to walk away from him. He aggressively pursued to follow me, and he was acting very aggressive, and I didn't know if it was a pastor, a security guard, or what, because a pastor doesn't come off as aggressive and violent, and he seemed very aggressive and very violent towards me, like he wanted to put his hands on me. So I got out of there in a peaceful, calm manner without violently putting my hands on him or harming him or him trying to harm me.